Yo, what's happening? I'm back again. Hey man, this is got another simulation for now. It's tonight. We got the baseball game going on. We should have a good one. Got the Angels versus the Rangers. So AL West should be a good one. So yeah, good game, y'all. So tune in. Let's see who pulls it off, and let's check this out, y'all.
All right, just about set to go. And starting this one, Nathan Eovaldi.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ready to go?
Fielder,
So
Taylor
in now for the
Ward.
Angels, Taylor Ward. That one a little bit high, and we are underway. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. And the next pitch is way outside. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, right field. Garcia makes the play. One away. Let's take a look at our lineup.
Third baseman,
A really
Luis
frustrating showing for them
Rengifo.
in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Tavares settles under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Mike Trout.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mike Trout. Good power, not great in the OBP department. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That one's in there, 0-1.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
The 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Squirts away a little bit.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that just misses.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Trout off of first with 2 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hammered, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the
Batting
big part of the
fifth,
field.
catcher,
Man, there are a
Travis
lot of hits
Darno.
there.
Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. That one fouled off. Two aboard, 2 outs.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Arlington, our starter in this one, Kyle Hendricks.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something
Leading
back a
off
little bit
for the
later, maybe
Rangers,
second, third time through the order, and give them
hitter,
something they
Josh
haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Up the middle. To first.
Got him.
And Peterson retired. Take a look at the lineup.
Second.
Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now it's the second baseman, Josh Smith. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. In the dirt. Hendricks delivers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Rangers leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. Evaldi back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup.
Seven.
Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Digging in, Kyron Paris. And the first offering is not close. Shanuel gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a ball. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here's Joe Adell. This one high in the air to left center. Tavares going after it. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
Batting ninth, shortstop Kevin Newman.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting, left fielder Taylor Ward.
So up next, Taylor Ward. Right through there for a strike. On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The other way, and foul ball. First and second, two down. Here at the top of the second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back.
Leading
We head to the
off
bottom of the
for the
second.
Rangers.
Down the third baseman, Josh Young.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence
Batting
here.
six,
Pretty simple in
left
terms of
fielder,
putting them away at the
Justin
plate. Once you're ahead
Harris.
0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Justin Harris will hit next. That's
Ball, that's off the
inside,
plate.
and that is ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any
Batting
better than that.
seventh,
Smash that
first
one through the
baseman,
infield for the
Chase
knock. When it's hit that hard,
Burger.
it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now it's Jake Burger to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting. Dives back, and he's out.
He's out.
Hard to know if he was looking to go right there or not, but he was clearly fooled by the pickoff move. Quick feet, quick release over there by the pitcher. Really quick tag as well. Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. No score here in the second. And delivers outside. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rangers. To the third with no score. On to the third inning. Now it's going to be Luis Rengifo. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter,
One for
Mike
one with a
Trout.
single so far.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Ball to strike. And strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying, and that ball is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Soler in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
One and two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Darno takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one misses. 1-0. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Still only 1 out here in the inning. There's a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Seager fires over to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Kyron Paris.
So digging in, Kyron Paris. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a swing and a miss there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Off the plate, ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Off the
Ball
mark
2.
there. And that's ball 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. As we go
Leading
to
off
the
for
last
the
of the third.
Rangers.
Stepping in the
Catcher,
long ball threat, Kyle Higashioka. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that
Batting
at bat.
ninth,
I know that was a
center
ground ball,
fielder,
but it was absolutely
Leody
hammered through the
Taveras.
infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Leody Taveras. Just
ball.
missed.
Counts 1-0.
Higashioka aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs. Newman. The throw to second, and that's 2.
Now batting.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
So the Rangers batting order turns over, and the batter now, Jock Peterson. In the dirt, ball one.
1-0.
Two outs. So two
That's a
balls
ball.
and no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Jack Peterson bumps one out, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Doubled his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hendricks deals. Strike two.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball up the middle. Newman tosses to first, and Seager is set down. And that is the third out of the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Angels,
John Sciambi
center
with Chris
fielder,
Singleton,
Joe
and
Adell.
set to lead off the fourth, Joe Adell. Bouncer to Young. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Newman.
Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels. A single his first time. Newman, in his seventh season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. One down, base is empty. Out to short. Seager. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Taylor Ward digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Next pitch is outside. Good eye right there.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2-2 the count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Angels go quietly there, but they still lead it 2-1. Back at Globe Life
Leading
Field,
off for
bottom of the
the
fourth.
Rangers.
Now here is
Second
Josh
baseman,
Smith.
Josh Smith.
And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
This one in the air, center field. Adele makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one down the line,
that's foul.
and that's just foul. One out, base is empty. That one hit to right. Soler gets under. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Here's Josh
Young.
Young. In there at the knees for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Paris makes the catch, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. They're down 2-1. Back in Arlington,
Leadoff
we
for
go to
the
the top of the
Angels, third
fifth. So in
baseman,
now for the
Luis
Angels,
Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo. Evaldi back to work. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Trout. He's already homered in this game. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Swing and a miss. Rengifo on at first. Nobody out. Out in front and foul to the left side. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
He goes down looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove
Now
side
batting
command,
right fielder,
fastball
Jorge
firm to the
Soler.
outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Stepping in, Jorge Soler. 1 for 2. High fly ball out into left center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Now batting catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
Here is d'Arnaud. Inside,
That's
and it's
inside.
1-0.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Two outs. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That one missed. And that's off the outside edge. 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Struck him out looking. Angels lead one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the
Leading off
5th.
for the
Now here
Rangers,
is Dustin
left
Harris.
fielder Dustin Harris.
And
Ball
that
one,
skips
no
into
strike.
dirt. Just
Nope, that's the
missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat
Now
we go
batting,
back to later
first
on when this
baseman,
game is over.
Jake
Once you get the ball by the
Burger.
pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs, runner at first. Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Up
He was
next,
all
for the
over
Rangers,
that one. Really good
catcher,
swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could
Kyle
handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with the chance to even this ball game up.
Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers, and he's already singled in this game. High fly ball out towards left field. That one is back, and forget it. His first homer of the year. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Last half of inning number 5. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In the air, right side. Soler puts it away, and there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now Jack Peterson. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. On the ground, Newman gets it to first, and Peterson retired.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now it's Corey Seager. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Smith, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Seager on at second with 2 down. And that one sliced foul. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Well, the good thing so
2
far
strikes,
is
down.
that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Now the Angels
right
manager is
fielder,
out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen.
Garcia.
Kyle Hendricks is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Angels.
The Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jose Soriano.
Jose Soriano.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Garcia now at the plate. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that's downstairs. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the corner for a strike. And the count's even at 2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a good eye there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Josh Young in the on-deck circle for Texas. Bounced up the middle. Paris. The throw to first. And Garcia is out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel.
First baseman, Nolan Schanuel.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Outside. And 1-1. Just missed. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That'll be it for Nathan Eovaldi, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
Taking
the Rangers.
over on the mound for the Rangers, Kumar
Number
Rocker.
80.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Next to hit, Kyron Paris. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the
Now
ones where you got to make a
fielder,
pay.
Joe
And now a
Adele.
chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now here is Joe Adele. Sliced hard but foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Called strike right there. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Two outs, and that misses, and that's ball 1. Now move to first. Paris back in on a dive. Left field. Harris in position. And that is that. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Angels 2. Bottom of the 6. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Swings and misses. 0-1. Soriano is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 57 getting loose out there. Kochanowicz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Harris batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a foul ball. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
And ball 1.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
That's down and in. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
We got full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire, and it looks like it got him upstairs. And that's inside, and a good at-bat, ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Berger lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. Harris leads off first with one away. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The next offering misses. 2-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Up next for the
Next
Rangers.
up for Texas,
center
Leody
fielder,
Taveras.
Leody
The bottom of the order here,
Taveras.
Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. In the dirt. Got him. That ends the inning.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Angels,
Top of
left
inning number
fielder,
7.
Taylor
Now the left
Ward.
fielder, Taylor Ward. rocker, a 6'5" righty, 245 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2022.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And now, Luis Rengifo. Way high. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Mike Trout.
And the batter now, Mike Trout. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. A little bit low, and that is ball one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people. Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now Jorge Soler. Right through there for a strike. Tying run at the plate. Trout on the move. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
The tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Ground ball left side. Young tosses the first. That ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rangers 4 and the Angels 2.
Pitching for the
We're
Angels.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 57.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And Jack Peterson stands in.
Rangers.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. That one ran inside, almost got him.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Line drive. Soler makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So now it's Corey Seager. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Waste no time there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
One out. Runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Josh Smith. First offering, and it just misses. Seager over at second, one down. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball one there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one outside, and now 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one misses. Ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Fastball for a strike. Swung on, belted. Ward ranging back. That's long gone. Third home run of the season, and they tack on 3. It's 7-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 57 won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jack Kachanowicz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now a chance for Josh Young. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Already 3 runs across in the frame here, the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Ward pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Up
open
next,
instead of
for the
staying closed.
Rangers,
If he
left
does that,
fielder,
he's going to be able to go up the
Justin
middle the other way
Harris.
with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Harris stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball.
2 out,
2
space
strikes.
is empty. And that one hammered back there. That one is gone. They'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 8-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Up next for the Rangers, Jake Berger. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Adele under this one. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Chris Martin up and loosening in the pen. Church warming up as well. Next offering is fouled back. That's outside. 1-2 to count. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Swing and a ball popped up. Young sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
Kyron
Got a pretty
Harris.
big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Paris in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
High in the air, out to right. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rangers 8 and the Angels 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. Kochanowicz back to work. Fought off foul. And the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. Stays alive. That's the 3rd. And he can't come up with it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Man at first. So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jock Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson. That one hit the knees for a strike.
0-1. One and one.
In the dirt, but kept close. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Higashioka over at first with one away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2.
Out.
Here's Newman for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Through 8 full, it's the Rangers 8 and the Angels 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Rangers.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
55.
Chris Martin.
And he's got a
Chris
nice
Martin.
lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the
Leadoff
center
for
fielder,
the
Joe
Angels,
Adell.
Center fielder, Joe Adell.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
0-1's the count.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's
Ball, that's
off
it.
the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin
And
Newman.
next for L.A., Kevin Newman. 1 for 3. Roll to short, could be 2. To second for 1.
Out.
And it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Taylor Ward.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Taylor Ward. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Just missed. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Sean Armstrong, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Two outs. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers take this one in a blowout.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Alrighty, y'all. That's game. That was a pretty good game from coast to finish. It's just crazy that the Rangers ended up taking the lead in the end. But hey, pretty good game. Like I said so myself. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hey, thanks for hanging out, watching my video, supporting me. And if you don't follow me, appreciate it. If you would, I appreciate it. YouTube or Twitch, Millie_money, support counts. Appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again, y'all, for hanging out. All right, I'm out.